Hey, it's Dishing with Mike for Fiera Foods, and today we're going to show you how to take a couple great Fiera Foods bread items, the pull-apart focaccia and our focaccia loaf, and we are going to do some fun food fast using some unbelievable ingredients. We're going to show you how to take something you can buy at once and make 4 different items out of. So when we come back, we'll show you how to do that. We'll see you in just a minute. Hey, we're back with Dishing with Mike. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by taking the focaccia pull-apart. Now this is a focaccia loaf that has rosemary and sea salt on it. Okay, it's a great item. We're going to show you how to make a couple really cool items with this product. That way, basically what we're doing is, it's almost like a home meal replacement. You can buy this at the store, you can bring it home, and you can make a couple great dishes, and we're gonna give you some ideas on just how to do that. You can see here we have a cornucopia of flavors. We got some Roma tomatoes, we got some mushrooms, we got a little fennel, we have romaine, we have thyme, we have rosemary, we have garlic, we got Kalamata olives, we got fresh lemon, fresh fennel. So we're gonna do some awesome things with some great flavors. That's what we're all about here, okay? So we're gonna move this focaccia loaf right over here for now. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to do a couple things. So this item comes, it's ready to use. Okay, we call that RTU, so it's ready to use. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna show you, because it kind of is already sliced, you can see that. So the cool thing about it is there's not a lot of prep time, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna use the guideline that's already in it, that's already being cut, and just finish cutting it all the way through, all right, with our French knife. And then here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to take this in its natural form, and now we're going to create some large croutons. Okay, so we're just going to go across. The beautiful thing is it's already sliced one way for you. So now we're going to make some croutons. All right, so we're just going to do a few because we got to save this to use for our next dish. All right, so we're going to put that right there. We're going to grab our bowl. So we're going to take the focaccia, and we're going to put it in here. It has rosemary and sea salt on it, so it's got some great flavor. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil and a little bit more garlic, because you know you really can never have too much garlic. Not even enough. You can never have too much garlic. All right, we're going to put a little pepper in here, because you know I love black pepper, love it. And we're just going to kind of go like this, and we're just going to mix the oil and the garlic onto the focaccia. Okay, and we're going to make some grilled croutons. All right, so let's just go over here and let's put it on our grilling skillet. Okay, I tell you all the time, if you don't have a grilling skillet, walk down to the houseware section and get a grilling skillet. You got to have it. Okay, now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a pasta dish today, and we're making a grilled Caesar salad. So obviously, what do we need if we're going to do a little pasta dish? I always love to have a little garlic bread. All right, so let's kind of clean up our workstation. You know, a clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. Happy, happy. So you have this beautiful, beautiful focaccia that's like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of garlic butter that we kind of already melted, and we're just going to put a little bit of this garlic butter right here on the sides of the focaccia, like this, and like this, and like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of this on our grilling skillet, and we're going to have basically garlic toast. Okay, but we're using the same cooking method, the same product, to do 2 different finished dishes. You'll see. All right, we're going to take a little bit of the garlic butter, put it right here. Now we like to use basically an unsalted butter. Why? Because we kind of feel that it's easier to season to taste, because our motto is when you cook, you can always add, but you can't really take away. Okay, does that make sense? So if you put too much salt, you really can't take any out. So we prefer to add salt as we go along. So we're just going to take this, we're going to add it right on our grilling skillet right here, like that, and we're going to let that grill up. Okay, so real quick, what do we need to do? We need to kind of clean our area. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to kind of move this out of the way. Okay, now the cool thing is, all right, we're going to do something with a little vegetables. Okay, we're going to do a penne primavera. All right, so let's do this real quick. We got this skillet. So you have to be able to multitask, okay? So you got to have the right tools in your toolbox. All right, so let's check out some of our croutons. See, they're getting kind of grilled. They're getting a little, they're kind of caramelizing a little bit. They're going to add some flavor, some great texture. All right, that's what we want. We want it to be like a little crunch. We want a little mouthfeel like a real crouton. Okay, how cool is that? I'm telling you, if you don't have a grilling skillet, you have to get one because they're just really, really cool. All right, so we'll move these over here. Okay. Now what we're going to do over here, we got to get a little action. All right, so you guys know this is my secondary burner. This is my favorite burner. Okay. Now we're going to take a little bit of olive oil. Okay, because we love olive oil. We got a little garlic. We're going to throw a little garlic in here. Okay. Now what I did is we got some dry pasta, some penne pasta. You get that in your pasta section in the store, and we pre-cooked it. Okay. And now why did I choose this small little pasta? Because we're going to take the vegetables that you can buy in the produce section that are already shredded, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and it goes better with this nice little noodle. So when we toss it, and you're going to see a great finished dish where nothing really overpowers one another. They go together perfectly, okay, like my wife and I. Now, we're going to take some of the vegetables, so they're pre-shredded. We kind of blanched them a little bit, okay? We're going to put some in there, so we're kind of creating a little healthy dish, okay? You got some fresh vegetables. You're trying to get the kids to eat some vegetables at home, all right? And we're going to sneak this in on them. Now let's check. Oh boy, look at that. Is that amazing? I'm telling you, this is an awesome thing, the grilling skillet. Everybody that comes in the store should be buying one. All right, so, and you can hear the snap. I mean, this is like the sound of music for me. We got stuff sauteing, we got stuff grilling. It's unbelievable. Now, all right, we're gonna add a little more olive oil. So our vegetables are pretty much, we want them to be a little al dente. All right, that's what we got. A little olive oil, a little garlic. All right, a little salt and pepper. All right, so here's the trick now. You're saying, well, what are you going to kind of make the sauce out of? All right, now one of the things that I always tell you, whenever you cook pasta, you always save some of the water. Okay, so it's like a pasta stock. So we saved some of our water from our cooking process of the pasta that has flavor in it, and we're going to make our sauce with that, along with a little butter, al burro, okay? So we got a little butter, unsalted butter, okay? And I use butter because you just cannot replace the flavor of butter. All right, I'm sorry, okay? So we're gonna take our pasta, and we're gonna put that in there, okay? Just making a nice little dish. Now, to really just bring out the flavor in this whole dish, what we need to do is we're going to add a little bit of fresh basil, okay? A little fresh basil, okay? Well, we got activity going on over there. It's unbelievable, okay? Now we're going to add a little basil, okay? We just toss it with the fresh butter, okay? We're going to put that down, and now we come over here with just a little bit of the pasta water. It's like magic. Now we'll put a little bit more butter. So really what we're kind of doing is we're making just like an aioli. It's just a little butter, garlic, salt and pepper, a little fresh basil. We'll set that right there. Okay, we're almost there. Now we're going to just kind of clean off our workstation because we're going to dish it up in just a second. All right, we're going to move our croutons over there. We're bringing in the other skillet. Now, you say, Mike, haven't you had enough fun on the grilling skillets? No, never can have enough fun on the grilling skillet. What's our next thing? All right, so basically what we got going on here is we are showing you how to do things kind of speed scratch. So we bought an already prepared Caesar salad dressing. Okay, now how are we going to kind of spruce it up? I'll show you in just a minute. We're going to take our hearts of romaine. Well, really it's not a heart. We're going to create a hearts of romaine. We're going to go right down here. We're save these because you know what? We could steam them and make an unbelievable greens. Okay, we're going to go right down the middle. Okay, and get our hearts of our romaine. And then we're going to come over here like this. And we're going to take that and we're going to put it right on the skillet, and we're going to grill our hearts of romaine. We're going to put a little olive oil, okay, and we're going to put just a little bit of salt and pepper, and we're going to put it right over here on this. And you're saying, this guy has lost his mind. I haven't, trust me. It's one of my favorite dishes. I wouldn't steer you wrong, okay? Now, what are we going to do here? We're going to take our Caesar salad dressing, we're going to put it right in here, we're going to take a little oil, and what we're going to do is, basically we're kind of cutting this. So imagine if the caloric content was 210 calories, we basically put half of it so we got 105, and we're going to dilute it a little bit with some olive oil. So we're adding some healthy LDLs and HDLs, okay? And we're kind of thinning it out just a little bit because, you know, we like thin to win. So it's adding some great flavor with extra virgin olive oil, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little fresh lemon, like you would do when you made like tableside Caesar dressing. So we're going to add a little fresh lemon, okay? Perfect, just a little bit, all right? We're going to add just a little bit of our cracked black pepper. How cool is this, all right? A little fresh cracked black pepper. We're just going to whip this all in. All right, so let's do this. Let's get ready to dish up our stuff, okay? So let's take a look. You can hear. So what happens is by adding a little bit of heat to our hearts of romaine, just listen for a second. And that's goodness just coming out of the romaine, okay? All right, so we got a little hearts of romaine. So we're going to get ready to dish it up on Dishing with Mike. We'll take our hearts of romaine, turn that down, get our tongs. We'll come over here, put that right there like that. And if you could just smell that, it smells unbelievable. We're going to take a little bit of our dressing, and we're just going to kind of put a little bit over the top. Okay, because you can always add. And then the other beautiful thing is we come over here, we grab our croutons that, remember, have rosemary and sea salt on them. We're going to hit them a little bit with a little salt, little kosher salt, and we're going to put our grilled croutons on our salad. How cool is that? If you could just smell these, it would just blow your mind. Okay? And then what are we going to do right at the end? Okay? On our salad, we have to take our fresh grated Parmesan and just kind of hit it with a little snow. Okay? Very simple stuff. Now, I haven't forgotten the pasta. Okay? Let's go over here. We have to remove our focaccia. Let's do our pasta. Okay? Our pasta primavera. It's ready to go. Very simple stuff. Okay? Very light. We got fresh vegetables in there. What are we going to do? We got fresh basil. We come back. We get one of our roasted garlic loaves of bread. And of course the crudité d'etat to finish this off with a little Parmesan cheese. That's it. Very simple stuff. One item. The pull-apart focaccia that we basically made some grilled croutons and we made a garlic loaf stick for our side of pasta. So when we come back, we're going to do two more cool items with focaccia. So we'll see you in just a minute on Dishing with Mike. Hey, we're back on Dishing with Mike. Okay, so like I said, we're going to take now the focaccia loaf. It's not cut and pulled apart. So this is a whole loaf that's garlic and roasted onion. Unbelievable. Now what we did is we took it and we sliced it. Boom. Okay, so you got to have the right tool. Got to have a nice serrated knife. Okay, we just kind of went. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to make 2 items out of this 1 item. All right, in order to do that, we got to kind of set up a little workstation. Okay, now, so what do we got going on over here? You can hear it. We're going to make like a focaccia pizza. Okay, so how cool is that? Like a little open-faced pizza. We got a little Italian sausage on the stove. Okay, so you can just get a little ground up Italian sausage. We got a little mild sausage. All right, but then what are we going to add to that? Okay, some portobello mushrooms. All right, a little portobello mushrooms. Little portobello mushrooms. Did I say that already? A little portobello mushrooms. Okay, boom. Where can you get that? Produce section. Now the beauty is, we're going to saute that. Oh yes, we are. Right with our Italian sausage, because we want some of that flavor of the Italian sausage to get onto our mushrooms or portobellos. Okay, and we call mushrooms like flavor firecrackers. Unbelievable. Now we have to prepare for our pizza. And this is just real simple stuff, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take a little garlic butter, okay, that we made, and we're going to apply it to 2 things, because we're going to do a pizza and we're going to do an unbelievable kind of like a panini baked Italian sandwich, okay? So we got 2 things going on. We're going to take a little bit of this garlic butter and we're just going to put it on here just a little bit, okay? We're going to take a little bit of it and we're going to put it on the bottom of the other side, okay? Boom, just like that. All right, we're going to set that here. Now, we got the bottom. We got our Italian sausage over here. We got to keep an eye on it. Okay, so that's good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a little Italian sandwich. All right, so we got the garlic butter sauce we put on there. It's going to be very clean. We want you to taste all the goodness of the protein and the focaccia, and not all the schmutz, okay, because we're not going to put a bunch of stuff on there. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to take a little bit of mortadella. What is mortadella? It's mortadella, okay? A little Italian bologna. Look at those nice chunks of, you know, like some marbling going on there, or fat, okay? All right, let's just call it what it is. Adds a lot of great flavor. You got some pistachios in there. Look at that. Who's putting pistachio in their bologna? Come on. All right, we got a little pistachio, we got a little capicola, all right, a little spicy ham. You know, normally I got my wife here, she adds a little spice to whatever we make. Today we got to, you know, we're going solo, so I had to get the ham, all right. So we got that going, boom. Now what? Now we're going to put a little bit of, a little pepperoni, okay. We're going to put a little bit of that on there. So you're saying, wait a minute, you said you're going to make a pizza. We're not putting pepperoni in the pizza. We're going a whole different direction. What do you think the Italian sausage is for? And the mushrooms for the pizza. And a little buffalo mozzarella. And some fire roasted tomatoes. I told you, you know, we're not messing around here. Okay? We are messing around. Because I put it on the wrong piece. I put it on the bottom, 2 bottoms. That's not good. All right, so we got a little top, a little bottom, little top, a little bottom. So how cool is this? All right, and then we're going to put some provolone cheese right on top of that. Outstanding. I love it when they put the plastic in between your slices so they don't stick together. You got to have that. Thank you, Deli. All right, boom. I like a little cheese. A little cheese. A little fromage, never hurt anybody. Okay. So you got that. Now, I'm not finished yet, okay? I love a little red onion on my sandwich, okay? You may not, okay? But this is my show, and so I get to do that. All right, so that's the beauty. I'm trying to teach you new flavors, all right? So, we take a little red onions, no finger. We're gonna put a little red onion right on here, like that. Is that unbelievable? And then guess what we're gonna do? We're going to get out our sheet pan. We're going to move our onions. We're going to put this like that. Bada bing. We're going to put this like that. Bada bing. And we're going to get ready in just a minute. We're going to put it in the oven, but not yet. It's not time yet. It's not time. It's not time. Now we got to work on our little pizza. All right. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot. We're going to put a few little fire roasted tomatoes. So these are tomatoes that have been grilled and the skin comes off and you get like all this beautiful flavor. We're going to put a few of those on there, okay? It's got garlic and they have a little sweet basil and a little onion, okay? Now, is this cool or what? All right, now we got this. So over here, what we're going to do, I got a little marinara sauce I made. Remember, I made a batch of it to put on the side, freeze a little bit. Okay, we got a little marinara. We're going to put a little marinara. And we're going to put a little marinara. And that's what we got going on over here. Okay, over here, we're going to put a little marinara. We're going to put a little chunky. And that's what we got going on over here. I mean, how cool is this? The kids can help you in the kitchen. All right, now we get to get creative, okay? Don't freak out on me. I need my knife. All right, we got our Italian sausage and mushrooms, so we can put a little bit of that on here. Look at that. Are you kidding me? If you have animals and you're not cooking with them in the kitchen, phew, they're missing out. No, I mean, you're missing out. No, they're missing out, okay? My animals love me. No one eats as good as the animals. All right. We got a little mushrooms, portobello. We have a little bit of Italian sausage, mild, because you can always add, but you can't take away because we don't want to use, super hot, Italian sausage. All right. Now what are we going to do? I like a little olives. So we got a little Kalamata olives. Okay. Bada bing. So you can buy these already pitted. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Already pitted. Now, when you're dealing with something that rolls on the board, okay, doesn't have a flat edge, you keep your hands out of the way. Okay, we don't reach in there. Okay, because we want you to have all your digits. Okay, on this one, we're going to put a little olive because I like olives. Okay, how cool is that? All right, boom. Over here on this one, we're going to take the fresh mozzarella. Okay, unbelievable. It's not even fair for me to tease you like this. Okay? Look. Oh, I should just eat that right in front of you. Okay? Just like that. Boom. Put a little bit here. Put a little bit there. We want to share the goodness. Okay? Not too much. Okay? Now, so we went out to the garden and we picked us a little fresh sage and a little fresh thyme. Okay, you got to have a good watch to have a good time. Oh, you didn't know I was a comedian. All right, we're gonna put a little fresh thyme right on there, and then on this one, we're gonna put that with this. We're gonna put that with the Italian sausage right there by itself, and then on the other one, we're gonna put a little fresh basil. Okay, boom. Just kind of roll it up in a little chiffonade. Okay, so you get like a little rough cut on it. We're going to put that right there like that. Okay, now over here, okay, we don't want this to miss out on a little bit of the cheese. Okay, so over here, we're going to put a little Parmesan cheese. See, you look at the grocery store and you see that wedge of cheese and you go, what am I going to do with that wedge of cheese? You're going to use it, okay? I'm going to show you. All right, so let's think. We got the Italian sausage, the portobellos, the marinara, a little buffalo mozzarella, and a little bit of fresh basil. We got the marinara, we got the Italian sausage, the portobello. We took some Kalamata olives and a little fresh sage, okay, and a Parmesan cheese. All right, so let's get out our tray. We're going to put these all in the oven. It's like a big party. It's a party of flavor in the oven. And we're going to crisp them up. So we're going to put them in the oven. When we come back on Dishing with Mike, we're going to show you how to serve these up and have two fantastic dishes on Dishing with Mike. We'll see you in just a minute. In the oven, 350. Here we go. All right. Hey, it's Dishing with Mike. We appreciate you watching the show. We appreciate you taking a look at some great Fiera Foods bakery items. The loaf focaccia pull apart with the rosemary and sea salt, and then the full focaccia loaf with the roasted garlic and onion. Some great items you can make with it. Buy it in the store, take it home, make a meal, be a hero. We'll see you next week on Dishing with Mike. Thanks for buying Fiera Food products. We'll see you later.